The next thing that you're going to need to have is a portfolio. So a portfolio is simply something that you present to clients as evidence that you are capable or you are able to do the job that they want you to do for them, and then they're going to pay you. For example, if you're a website designer, you need to have some websites that you have designed before that you can show clients that, okay, if you work with me, potentially your website can look like this. If you're a graphic designer, you want to have some posters and websites that you've designed. So what do you do if you're a complete beginner and you don't have a portfolio? You don't have any clients? Like, that thing that always happens when you're going to look for a job and then they say they want someone with 5 years experience. How do you have 5 years experience if you've never been given the opportunity before to work? So if you're looking for experience or you're looking to build your portfolio, this is what you need to do. Hey, before you continue with the video, I just wanted to let you know that if you want to learn step by step how to become a freelancer, I've created a free course which will teach you everything that you need to know. There's going to be a link in the description of this video. The first link, click on it. It will take you to the full course explaining everything that you need to know about how to become a freelancer. And then hopefully you can start earning some income online fast. But also, if you want to learn the exact steps that I personally use to earn between $5,000 and $10,000 every single month through freelancing, I've created a guide which is called the Freelancer's Blueprint, which will show you step by step how personally I am running my own freelance business and earning income online every single month. Now, yes, of course, you can watch the free course which I just spoke about. But the best part about this Freelancer's Blueprint is that it shows you the exact same steps that I personally am using. It's the ultimate shortcut to getting started as a freelancer. So it's really up to you. You can choose to watch the free course and learn everything about freelancing, and then you go into the research for yourself, or you can let me guide you step by step through the Freelancer's Blueprint, which of course is not for free, but for a small investment, you get a guide that will show you everything that I personally am doing every single month, and hopefully you can copy it and implement it in your own life. Then you can start generating $5,000 to $10,000 every single month. The link is going to be in the description of this video as well. Number one, you might want to start doing some jobs for free so that you can build your portfolio. For example, if you're a graphic designer, you look for different companies that don't have logos and you design logos for them for free. You go and present them and say, hey, I'm a new graphic designer and I just wanted to do this logo for you. You guys can use it for free. I'm just doing it for my portfolio. I would appreciate it if you give me a testimonial. Then they can give you a great testimonial. Now you've got some stuff that you can go and present to another client and say, I did for them this logo. You don't have to mention that you did it for free. Only thing that they want to see is that you were able to do the logo. So number one, you might want to do some jobs for free. Number two, you might want to do jobs at a discounted price. Most people charge a certain amount of money and you need to do the research to figure out, okay, how much do people charge? What you want to do is that you want to find people who maybe need the same service, but you're going to charge at a lower rate. If you know people are charging $100, maybe you want to charge $50 or $30. It's just an example. Why? Because you just want to get the job and you want to build up your portfolio. And at least this way, it's nicer because at least you get a bit of money into your pocket for doing the job. Don't worry, later on, you're going to increase your prices. But for now, you're just focusing on building your portfolio. Option number three, you don't have businesses that you can work for free. You don't have businesses that you can maybe give at a discounted price. Option number three is for you to make up businesses or to make up ghost companies and to do the work for them. Example, once again, if I'm a logo designer, I can just make up some company name. Like I can just say Malawa Enterprises. That's my surname plus the word enterprises. And I design a logo for that. I just create this nice logo and then I put it on maybe on my website or some way where I can display to people and show them that these are the types of logos that I have made. I'll just find 5 or 6 different companies with different names that I've just made up and I will design for them. Why? Because when I present these in front of a potential client, they don't care that these are not existing companies. I don't even have to mention that these are not existing companies. All they care about is that these things look good and you know what you are doing. If you're a website designer, you can do the same thing. Make up a company name or find a company that you know doesn't have a website and go ahead and create a nice, simple website for them so that you can use that for your portfolio. If you have a video editor trying to look for video editing clients, what I recommend that you do is you look for some YouTubers who seem to be getting traction. For example, a YouTuber like Marshall. Maybe you see that Marshall posts good videos, but you can improve his video editing. You take his video, which is the before, you edit it, it's now an after. Then you approach Marshall and say, hey, Marshall, I'd love to become your video editor. Here's an example of what I can do. This is the video that you posted on this day. This is what it looks like after I finish editing. So now Marshall can say yes to you or he can say no to you. It doesn't matter. You can take the same example and go to another person and say, hey, this is what I am doing for Marshall. You don't have to mention that Marshall said no. You just mention that Marshall, this is what I'm doing for Marshall, and they can see the before and the after. And you keep approaching different people, showing them using that approach, and then some are going to say yes to you and they're going to give you the work to do. Just an expert tip, make sure that you include their logos and their company details, basically using their own content or using stuff that represents them to show them what you'll be able to do for them. People usually respond to what they can see and they can feel. In other words, if they can actually see and feel the value that you'll be providing to them, they're more likely to say yes to you because they can visually see it, as compared to you just coming and saying, hey, I can build a website for you. Where's the proof?